ancient Egypt was also evolving halfway around the world.
She's hissing, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
and in India and in Mexico. So this is something that's all over the world. Archaeologists haven't
We're fine,
really
baby.
been able to explain why similar cultures, separated by a huge ocean,
I can see her.
building the same structure, and in many ways the same way.
You invite me today?
Here in central Mexico stands an ancient city that dates back more than 2,000 years. Its name, Teotihuacan, literally means
Does she
city
usually
of the gods.
hiss at you like that?
And located
Not so
at
much.
its center is the Pyramid of the Sun. Incredibly, this pyramid's perimeter is virtually the same as that of the Great Pyramid of Giza. A structural coincidence? Or could it be that both were inspired by the same designers?
I'll get him in a minute. Otherwise he'll disturb her.
Okay, one, maybe they were all taught the same thing by an extraterrestrial race. Two, there were ancient travelers from within this planet who went from one area to another over the thousands of past years. And then as some skeptics will say, hey, that's the greatest archaeological way to make it, so they just knew.
Whoa!
I don't think that's the case.
Shut up.
Pyramids of the sun, the giant pyramids of the moon. According to the legends,
She is not happy.
by gods who were giants.
No! Hold on. Wait. Wait!
Civilizations such as the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Hopi Indians of northern Arizona, they believe that the world has been destroyed 4 times in the past. One time by ice, once by fire, once by water. Each time mankind rebuilds again.
Wait!
Teotihuacan
No barking dog.
was built just at the beginning of one of these 4 worlds.
She let it go.
She's going to swallow it backwards. There she goes.
For what purpose? Well, in Egypt, for example, either the pharaohs had incredible egos and they wanted to outdo themselves, right? So they built these huge museums for themselves. Or it's also possible that these ancients wanted to leave behind something for us. It is written in ancient Egyptian texts the purpose why the pyramid was built was to store knowledge. 300
So good girl's going to get some breakfast.
The knowledge of the
You wait.
No, Scraps, go lay down.
It's snowing.
Huh?
It's snowing. He's not going to go lay down.
Of course, the pyramids aren't the only ancient monuments that continue to baffle scientists and archaeologists. There are literally hundreds of them, and they can be found in every corner of our world. In a remote area of the Pacific Ocean lies one of the most isolated yet inhabited locations.
Hey, she won't bite you now.
Easter Island.
Why? Because she's busy?
No, her mouth's full.
Here, over 800 stone guardians called Moai stand watch over the island's coastline.
That's creepy.
But are they primitive native carvings or eerie portraits of alien visitors from thousands of years ago? Whatever they were for, they're made to last for thousands of years. They're built out of blocks of stone that weigh many, many tons. Not only are people building structures out of these huge megalithic blocks of stone, but this was going on around the world. And yet, supposedly, it's just primitive people doing this for no really good reason, it would seem.
I think one of the things that comes into our considerations of what ancient cultures could have accomplished is whether they were able to write it down or not. We're very tied to, if we have evidence that they wrote down how they did it, then we believe we know how they did it. So Egypt, we have a lot more writings and drawings that show them building the pyramids, give us an idea of the technology. If you go somewhere like Easter Island, we don't have any real written evidence of what they did, and sometimes sometimes that leads us to question their innovativeness.
3,000 miles away, in the Republic of Bolivia, stonework exists which is amazingly similar to the statues of Easter Island. Tiwanaku is, in fact, so ancient that it defies modern dating techniques. It is estimated to be over 17,000 years old, perhaps the oldest city in the world. And somehow, the sculptures at Tiwanaku were constructed in the same style and with the same enigmatic expressions as their distant cousins on Easter Island.
A lot of the stuff at Tiwanaku you can see in earlier civilizations, all the way back, before
Wow.
centuries BC in
Go.
Peru.
Yeah.
You see some of these same patterns, some of the same iconography, imagery, and you can see the ancestry.
Alright, that's it. Don't bite me.
But while tourists flock to the ruins of Tiwanaku,